All right, no, this is not all for me, but this is just be one big filling pot of goodness here. This is one pot Tex-Mex pasta. So let's have a little look at that. It's still really hot, so I'm just going to tilt it forward so you can see. Look at that beautiful golden cheddar cheese, and I just got a little golden browning on top there. It's a bit of a crust. You dig down into that, and you've got in here, you've got pasta, you've got corn, you've got black beans, you've got tomatoes, you've got chili powder, bit of cumin, and hot, but whew. Yeah, that's really hot. You probably want to let it sit a little bit before you just dig in. This just came out of the oven a couple of minutes ago. But, my, look at, here we go. Fusilli pasta there. Fantastic. Yeah, it's got this Tex-Mex flavor to it with the pasta. It's absolutely delicious. It's a great, easy to make meal because you'll make it in one pot. That's it. This is it. Toss it in the oven for a little bit. Bring it back up and great. Let's go in the kitchen and make some of this right now. Alrighty, so to make our deep dish Tex-Mex pasta, well, basically any pasta will work, but what I'm using here is fusilli. So this is half a pound, 8 ounces, or 230 grams of fusilli noodles. I like them because they just hold so much stuff in them. Over here, I've also got 8 ounces, or 230 grams of cheddar cheese grated. Here I've got 1 pound, or 450 grams of ground meat. And as you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know it's going to be beef and pork mixture. But beef is okay, pork is okay, you can use lamb, whatever you can get your hands on. Any kind of ground meat will be fine in here. Over here I've got 1 onion finely chopped. Then here I've got 15-ounce cans. I got a can of corn, rinsed and drained, a can of black beans, rinsed and drained, another 15-ounce can of chopped tomatoes. Like, you know, crushed tomatoes is fine. I like to get a little chopped so I've got a little bit of texture in there. Over here I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got 2 tablespoons of chili powder. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of cumin. So let's get everything started. Oh wait, back here, water, 2 cups of water. We'll need that. We need the extra liquid for cooking the pasta in. So let's get the butter in there first. All right, and we're gonna bring that up to medium heat and melt that butter. All right, that butter has melted. So what I'm gonna do now is toss in the onions, or onion. And then in goes the ground meat. Now I want to cook this on medium heat, stirring occasionally, for about 10 to 12 minutes. What I want to do is I want the onions to be soft and I want to lightly brown everything a bit. So let's come back here in about, probably going to be closer to 12 minutes, and then we'll get into some of the other ingredients. All right, see you then. All right, that's been cooking for just about 12 minutes, and yeah, it's all lightly browned. It's cooked. Our onions will be softened. That's perfect. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in all the rest of the ingredients except for the cheese. So in goes the chili powder, the salt, the cumin. Stir that in quickly. That was smelling good. Let's get the beans in there, the corn, the tomato, and that water. Now, before I add in the pasta, I'm just going to give this a little bit of a stir and get everything distributed. Just a little bit, because of course I'm going to stir in the pasta now too. Okay, so in goes the pasta. And I want to get that down in, so I'm going to just push it down, put other stuff over top of it, mix it around. Basically, you want all the pasta down in the juices so it cooks and absorbs the liquid in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. And once it starts simmering, I'm going to cook this for the what's on the package. So some pasta is 9 minutes, some is 11. This one is 11 minutes. So I'm going to cook this for 11 minutes. That's going to give me a nice al dente pasta. And then we're going to be ready to add in the cheese. So I'll see you back here in 11 minutes. Or a little bit more because we've got to wait for this to come to a boil. But once it simmers, then we'll be on. All right, see you later. All right, so that's been cooking for 11 minutes. And what I've done is a few times, like about twice during the cooking, I've come in here and just given it a stir around. Oops, not like that, of course. And just moving things around so that everything's getting evenly cooked. And then flattening it down again, making sure that my pasta is covered or down in. It's not sitting up on top because I want it all to get cooked. Now, what I'm going to find out now is that 11 minutes, usually if we're in this boiling water, this would be totally al dente and ready. It's going to be a little bit, you're going to find it's a little harder still. We'll get a little taste test here. Getting there, but they're not quite cooked yet. That's the way you want it because it's going to still cook a little bit more in the oven. So now, let's take that off the heat. I'm going to take about a quarter of this cheese. That looks like about a quarter there. And mix it down in. I'm just going to distribute that throughout a bit. And then the rest is going to go on top. All right, so we got some cheese down in there. Oh, that's just looking so good. You see how all that liquid has basically been absorbed and it's no longer looking like soup. It's kind of like a stew now, but remember, it's going to cook a little bit more in the oven in there. It's going to be absolutely perfect. All right, let's get that cheese on top. And then spread that around a bit. All right. Now what I want to do now, the oven is over there preheating at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. This is going to go in there for 15 minutes. Just enough to melt the cheese. Oh, it's ready. And to get a little bit of browning on top. So it might even be a little bit under 15 minutes. You just keep an eye on it. 12 to 15 minutes. Perfect. All right. See you then. All right, that's been about 14 minutes. And you can see we got this nice browning on top here. It's getting a little crusty. Fantastic. Yes, that's going to be absolutely delicious. It's hot right now. You want to let this sit for like about 10 minutes before you serve it because it's going to be easier to serve then. And right now you'd really burn your mouth on this stuff. All right, so enjoy one pot Tex-Mex pasta. It is delicious. Now if you go to the link appearing on the screen and also clickable in this video's description, you can download and print out this recipe for one pot Tex-Mex pasta from the main dishes recipes booklet on Kuma's Kitchen's Patreon page. Just click the featured tag called recipes. Now, go print out a recipe and enjoy one pot Tex-Mex pasta and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.